A check of your top stories this morning. A new update in Minnesota's fraud crisis.
The Trump administration is taking action against thousands of Minnesota borrowers who may have taken out fraudulent loans during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Small Business Administration says it's suspending nearly 7,000 Minnesota borrowers over the suspected fraud. Those borrowers were approved for around $400 million in COVID-era loans. The administration says it will ban fraudulent borrowers from all loan programs going forward. They could also face federal prosecution and repayment. Right now, Minnesota's child care system is in the national spotlight.
But months ago, the federal government told state officials they needed to make serious improvement. The state was told the lack of oversight could increase risk of fraud, waste, and abuse. Our Frankie McLister joins us live now from the state capitol, digging into these new details, years in the making. Frankie?
Yeah, hi there, guys. Happy Friday to you. In May, the Federal Office of the Inspector General released an audit, and I'll tell you what that audit said. It said that the state didn't comply with certain requirements when it came to child care assistant payments. Now, that audit was included 200 randomly selected payments from 2023, where the agency found in 38 instances, Minnesota didn't comply with the requirements related to attendance and payment for services. Now, the same audit said that the state was making at least one error in 11% of payments made to more than 1,000 centers that year in 2023. That's something the commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Children, Youth, and Family Services spoke to about a year ago.
Agencies do have as broad authority as possible to investigate fraud and act on all aspects of fraud. I don't know that that is fully present.
Now, state and federal investigators are looking into each of the child care centers that were featured in YouTuber Nick Shirley's videos, where CBS News found that all of those daycare centers, except for two, were licensed. Guys?
Okay. A lot to still dig into as well, but thank you, Frankie.
All right, here is a live look at the U.S. Capitol, where next week Minnesota lawmakers will answer to a House committee about the state's fraud crisis.
This is a problem that has, as you cite, has been well known in Minnesota for a very long time.
Republican State Representative Walter Hudson is one of them. DFL Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison are also invited to testify at a hearing next month. Representative Hudson says he hopes they attend.
If the things that the governor has been claiming about his efforts to get ahead of this, as he puts it, are true and merited, then that's something that the American people should know.
A spokesperson for the governor says they're happy to work with Congress before adding this congressional committee is known to hold, quote, circus hearings. Ellison's statement touted his office's efforts to prosecute over 300 Medicaid fraud cases during his tenure. It's not clear whether he or the governor will testify. Stay with WCCO and CBS News Minnesota for the very latest as we learn new details about the state's fraud crisis and what is being done to address it.
An investigation is underway after a train hit a car in the North Metro, killing the driver of that car. This was the scene in Coon Rapids last night. You can see the train stopped on the tracks with the smashed up car nearby. Police say they had to pull the driver out of that car and send them to the hospital. The company BNSF operates the train and says the driver in the car died. BNSF also said the crossing is equipped with gates, lights, and bells. A Minnesota doctor says a fast-spreading strain of the flu is causing big concern.
It's absolutely a good idea to get vaccinated because the vaccine is going to help. It may not just do as well as it has done in the past. We don't know that yet.
That's one of the main reasons why infectious disease doctor Frank Rame says it's not clear whether the flu vaccine will protect against one of the strains that's circulating right now. We've been telling you about the surge in cases. Numbers updated just Wednesday show hospitalizations have more than tripled since this time last year. Dr. Rame says if you think you have the flu, it's a good idea to call the triage nurse at your health system to find out whether you should be seen or even prescribed medicine.
Police are asking you to stay aware after a woman said she was attacked on a park trail. It happened yesterday morning near Crystal Lake, west in Burnsville. The woman told police a man came up behind her, put his hand over her mouth, and said he had a weapon. She escaped and called 911. Now, police are stepping up patrols in the area.
Happening today, a history-making leader is about to move into the mayor's office in St. Paul. Kali Her will be sworn in this afternoon. She pulled off a stunning upset last fall, defeating the incumbent mayor. She'll become the first woman and Hmong American to serve as St. Paul's mayor. Yesterday, the mayor-elect told us she's spent the past 2 months analyzing city departments, talking with city council members, and meeting with business owners.
I think that just showing up and having those conversations shows people who want to invest in our city that we are interested and we want to be partners with them. And that's a really important part of making sure people know we are open for business. How do you guys feel about what's
Her will be sworn in and make remarks during today's public ceremony at St. Kate's. Tickets are available online.
Also happening today, teachers in the state's largest school district head back to the bargaining table. They're threatening to go on strike next week if they can't reach a new deal, a contract deal with the Anoka-Hennepin School District. Today, the two sides will sit down again with a state mediator to try to hash out an agreement. Pay and health benefits are among the major sticking points. Without a deal, more than 3,200 teachers could go on strike starting next Thursday.